Alright, welcome. This is Half-Life Alyx, as you can see. Um, the reason I waited on this video was because, well, the first the game just came out. I wanted to have some fun playing it myself. Um, and here I'm gonna put some camera smoothing on a little bit low amount. And there we go. Left eye is important because I'm left eye dominant. Alright. Yeah, so the game had just kind of come out, and I wanted to have some fun playing it as well. I didn't really want to contribute to spoiling the game to people, although this game is, this video is obviously marked, if you're watching a gameplay video, there's going to be spoilers, so turn back if you haven't played the game. This is just going to be the beginning of the game. Obviously, the later parts will be the end, towards the end. I've actually completed the game, so I wanted to do that, so I didn't, on stream I wasn't like fumbling around trying to figure everything out. So here we go. Well, it looks me choose chapters actually, which is interesting. I believe continuous is what I want. And then we're just gonna start the game off. Now, as far as like, here we go, hold on. Now, if you've played the other Half-Life, the other Half-Life games, this takes 5 years before, basically before the events of Half-Life 2, Episode 2. It's set in between Half-Life 1 and 2. So you play the role of Alyx Vance, and that's why it's called Half-Life Alyx. And you'll see kind of what the game's about as the plot develops here. I'm just gonna say it's without spoiling, it's not immediately obvious what we need to do. And it appears that my turning is not working, and that might be due to Steam. Yeah, snap turning. We want continuous turn, and we want it as fast as possible. I might have to go into like the settings and like go back to default. Yeah, I think I do. This wasn't a problem when I was playing before, but I don't know why it did this, but as soon as they introduced this patch, I had trouble with the right analog stick. It was not. Yeah, it says unused, which is not right. Let's see if I can get back to the original settings for this. There we go. That should work. Okay, it's on snap turn right now, but if I go to preferences, maybe it will. Yeah, there we go. Continuous turn. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, I don't know why that happened, but like when they first made the game, there was no continuous turn for the first day, and then they introduced that later on, and then my controller bindings just got screwed up, so I had to alter those the last time I played, and it's also on teleport right now, which is not what I want. Some blank, yeah, that's not what we want. We want continuous. regular continuous. There we go. Alright, that's more like it. Now it's switched back to snap turning, annoyingly enough. No. The settings I want, just keep, there we go. Keep them on. Alright, here we go.
Alyx! How's it looking up there?
It's good, Dad. Metrocop movement is normal. Same for the Combine patrols. How's it going in the stockyard?
One Combine mini reactor from a shipment of 4,000. They're never going to miss it. Here, see for yourself.
And not only that, someone's hacked into the Combine construction network.
Don't get greedy, guys. We're not made of time here.
1 minute and I'm out, guaranteed.
Oh, also, I spotted the Combine moving supplies into the quarantine zone. That place has been deserted for years.
That is all. Well,
What
we'll look into it when we get back.
is this?
Meet back at the safe house, baby. We'll be there soon.
It looks like...
What is it, Russell?
What'd you... Terrific.
Well, they found something interesting. Here's like this is already pre-drawn on the window here. If I grab one of these pens, I can draw. And by the way, drawing in this is so much better than drawing in any other VR application I have ever drawn in. By the way, it's so much more smooth. Yeah, and that dry erase that is really realistic. You can grab pretty much anything in the world. There's also another interesting little tidbit I can show you. Alright, let's get this door opened. The only problem is you can't bring up this garbage bag, man. You're already aware of that. I just want some stuff in that menu. That's the Citadel, but I'm not sure. I only completed a very small portion of the other Half-Life games, so sustained sustenance bar water flavor, which means it has no flavor. And this says, where's it say it? There's like, I know there's a label in here. Not coffee, actually here. There we go, not coffee. Because it's food for this dude. You can see that, but the little tentacles are falling on the top of the little lid. Let's see if I can do it with this little can, that little trick of a can here. Probably not. Nope. And then we have, just looking at the Citadel or the Combine, just what the heck they're doing. Seems to be this area that it wants me to focus on. One of my favorite things to do in VR games, just push those doors open like that. And then objects do have weight in this game. No, not as much as like Boneworks, but they do have some weight, which is nice. So I don't have like knuckle controllers where all the fingers have tracking, but even the touch controllers have some gestures you can do. And some games have that better than others.
Are we good?
Yep, they got the reactor. Easy peasy. I'm headed back to the safe house right now to meet Dad. Go! We'll be in touch.
Stay safe.
Here's one thing I wanted to show you. So there was a YouTuber that was doing this with the knuckle controllers. He was actually physically squeezing it. But you can do that with any game, any controller actually. It's just one of the buttons in the controller. I'm taking this with me. And by the way, doors open either way in this game. Eh. Looks like I hit him.
Alyx, over here.
What is it?
This doesn't seem like a routine sweep. Are you sure everything went okay?
100%.
Something's with the CPs riled up.
Keep your head down and be smart.
There is no way to sprint in this game, which is a mild annoyance, but you can teleport to move yourself faster. As far as games like with teleporting and continuous movement, like it's okay to have teleporting in the game, but allow me to move normally. Just give me that one thing, because it just feels more natural. And every now and then, booping forward to teleport, it's not a big deal. It's not a huge immersion breaker for me. Oh no, I want to get in your house, lady. I'm getting in that house. I need that cat. Damn it. You saw the cat that she had. Okay, and so you can actually climb ladders if you want. You can also just jump up and teleport over them if you like. Unfortunately, mantling is only done the way that you just saw there, where you have to kind of push through. Now, here we go. You know, I shouldn't open this door, because I hear a combine out there. Let's go upstairs. Come on. One of these other buttons. No, we gotta do this. Shut up, bitch.
Whoa,
Shut up, bitch.
wait, I just live here.
Yeah.
Wait, don't shoot.
Combine's gone. There's Dad.
Didn't steal anything.
What did you see?
No one, I didn't see anyone.
You wanna go, bitch? You wanna go?
Hey, wait, no.
Alright. That was inevitable. That was part of the game. But, Alright, I'm gonna sit down because next scene we are gonna be sitting, so.
Where are you taking me? Where's my father? Hello? Damn it, where's my father?
Tell her to stop moving around back there. Come on. What is that?
See that? It could drop a grenade. Rather than getting out of the truck, they tried to grab the grenade, and that was stupid. Luckily, I'm still alive.
You have been in an accident.
Alyx, you there? You've got to get moving.
Russell? I've been in an accident.
I know! I caused it, so technically not an accident. You've got to get moving.
Wait, where's Dad?
He's fine. Follow the drone.
So, Dad's okay.
If you're crouched down far enough, I think you can go through
to be
those.
honest, he's strong.
But,
They've
Apparently
still
I'm
got
not.
him. He was in a separate room.
and you saved me?
Well, yes. I had no way of knowing who was in which van, so yes, the result was that I saved you.
Do we know where they're taking him?
Criminal holding. And then, when they realize he's Eli Vance, to Nova Prospect. But I'm already working on a plan to get him back. You're close to my lab. Keep following the drone. We'll figure out what to do.
You see, you gotta teleport to jump with something weird.
Russell, what did you guys find back there?
Well, that's the crazy thing. I don't know. Just blurry pictures of a building.
The Citadel?
No, it's something else. And whatever it is, they're gonna kill anybody who saw it. And anybody who knows anybody who saw it. Which means us and your dad.
Russell, just hang on. I'm almost there.
As soon as you step on it, you can't move it. and you can't. I'm just held down by a block. It's probably so they didn't have to do the physics of it. Right now I'm sitting down, so I'm looking a little smaller than normal. There is a proper way to play seated, but it's not in the game set. My little drone buddy.
Alex, everything cut out for a second. I lost the headset video feed. Can you see my drone? Is it okay?
Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
I gotta stand up for this one. Alright, so this is his little hidden lair here. This is so hidden. Oh my god.
Alyx, great.
Get into.
Okay, let's wait. My drone's okay, right?
Nope.
Yeah, it's right here.
I'm fine, by the way.
Right. Good. Well, that's the main.
Some interesting things in here, by the way. His computer, by the way, look at this. It's not plugged in. There's no plug there. And if you take a look, it's on. So how's that? Okay, just going to illustrate this point here. No plug right here. There's no plug. Computer's on. This guy is definitely. This guy's like literally
Russell,
a wizard. That's not possible.
They've got Dad.
I know. This is bad. They're gonna find out what he knows, and then, yeah, they're gonna kill him.
Oh God.
But the good news is we've got something they don't.
Which is?
My plan to get him back.
Great. Let's hear it.
Now, pretty soon they're gonna realise that your dad is not gonna talk, and when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially. Maybe not, though. I mean, they could just drill into
Stop.
his... Oh, yeah, still your dad. Right, well, what they will do is take him by train from here. This is Eli to Nova Prospect.
And if he gets on that train, that's it, right?
Not necessarily. Grab something that represents us.
Right. Before I do that, I just want to show some stuff that he's got here. So in case you guys, if you guys are using this as a walkthrough, you can fast forward to this if you're watching the archive version. This is basically a takeoff of the 3DFX chip, which is a graphics card. And he's got old graphics cards in here, essentially, is what we're looking at. And these graphics cards were out around the time of the release of Half-Life. The original, I believe, the original, maybe even the. Oh, I didn't know I could crush those ones. I already know what I'm gonna grab because I already did that. So there's a little baseball figure down here. Oh, by the way, if you get down low, you can see this is programming code right here. Likely it's in C++, and the title is Gravity uses one final version 2.cpp, which is a C++ file. So likely programming for the game, I would imagine. I like that Valve's little Easter eggs are interesting, and since there's, you know.
Okay, that's you.
I thought you said
There's our
us.
stream right there.
Well, one of us, me, will have to stay here for this plan to work.
All right, fair enough.
Just outside, there's a second train that also leads out of City 17 through the quarantine zone.
Okay.
Both trains intersect here at Fairview Junction. You take your train, get there before his train, and hack into the controls. That'll let me take over the system. Train comes to a halt, you deal with the Combine situation, and we get your dad back.
Sounds good. Where's the train I'm taking?
Out the back, through the yard. It's decommissioned, but I think I can hack into its controls. Oh, and get yourself a pair of Russells on the way out.
Russell's?
The gloves, Alyx. You know, the gravity gloves. I have a few sets through there. You can calibrate them out by the shed.
Got it.
We can do this, Alyx.
Alright, so this is the.
You got that, didn't you? I think we can do it? Because we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we are.
I'm with you every step of the
So it's
way.
in there. Oh, this is where he's testing the Russells. You can see there's like looks like a prototype because it doesn't look like the original. You can take a look. I already have gloves on. Obviously from Counter-Strike, which is actually where they use this asset from. And you can see the Russells are just like this metal stuff that goes over it. There we go. Now they're Russells. There's no loot at this point until. And there's a little interesting trick I can show you to get more ammo if you're watching this and using
Alright,
this as a
you know how
walkthrough.
this goes. There should be a bunch of junk down there. Aim at
pretty
something
easy
with
to
your
do.
hand open. Registered. Now flick your wrist to bring it in. You're on it. Try again.
Oops, failure. So it kind of
That's
was.
Yep. One more time. Boom. Yep. Perfect. We're done. Oh, wait. I almost forgot.
Alyx, up here! You're gonna need a gun! Don't
I
worry,
don't
it's
think I can-
unloaded.
Yeah, I can't grab that out of midair.
It's
That always hits
unloaded
the.
now! Oh, almost forgot. Guns need ammo. Here you go. Right, heading back to the courtroom.
And now.
Russell, I'm out.
Here you go.
I forgot the. Oh, it won't let me put it in my backpack because it's got one round missing, I think, which is stupid. Well, we're gonna open the gate. But my aim sucks terribly.
Oh, you took care of that lock then. Good. Great. Did have the key for it, but should have given you that. That's on me.
Oh, you won't give me any more because I already shut the gate. That's alright. We'll get this one. Put that in our bag. We're gonna have plenty of ammo like when we first start here.
Alright, here we go. Next stop, Fairview Junction.
Thanks, Russell.
And good luck, Alyx. Goodbye. Obviously, just to let you know, I am still here though.
I know.
Alright, now it's loading the next sequence. You guys probably just see a loading screen. I'm not sure. I don't think you see what I'm seeing right now. Usually that's what VR games will do. And yeah, I still got the magazine with me, so that's nice.
Hello,
Not that I'm
Alyx?
gonna be able to use
Might
it
have a
anytime
problem.
soon.
Probably nothing to worry about.
No, I don't.
Did
It
the
does
train
not
stop?
in the bag.
It stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, what happened?
It's jammed. When the Combine shut down the quarantine zone, they must have tightened security.
Which means?
Yeah, you're nowhere near Fairview Junction. You're just outside the QZ. And this is as far as we get by train.
Then I'm headed on foot.
Good. I'll see if I can get you in some other way.
I got a dead zombie here. I thought the Combine sealed up the QZ.
This one must have squirted out. I've heard they've had trouble with barnacle spores outside the containment area. But not about fellas like this.
Probably not a one-off then.
I doubt it.
Sorry, I lost you guys just for a second. I had a little bit of lag. You can see how detailed that body is. And it's quite heavy. Now you gotta make sure you gotta be careful where you jump in some of these sections like this because you jump too far and you die. I see if I can show you how to test for that. So if you hold back on the analog stick, it's not gonna let me jump here. We're gonna do it over the railing maybe. Oh, it's not letting me do it at all at the moment. But there are points in the game where
Would you look at that? Resin. And if there's
that's a
resin
concern.
around here, there should be a Combine fabricator. Keep an eye out. We might be able to upgrade your firepower a bit.
Oh, okay. I guess I forgot. This section you don't actually jump down, but when you do, you want to test it with a teleport. I'll show you guys later, kind of how to do that. And the teleport will show you if it's a lethal jump or not. If I can shoot that rat. I don't want to waste my ammo. You can kind of be calm in this section of the game because there's not going to be enemies for a little bit. You do need to use the multi-tool now, which is you'll need to click down on your stick. Depending on your controller, you'll need to click down on your stick so you can operate the weapons menu.
Huh. I
Put
think
it
I can
in.
reroute this with my multi-tool.
And you turn it to the left.
It's a tool with multiple functions. So, you know, multi-tool.
Alyx, that thing's incredible. You need an incredible brand name. Something that really sells it.
Who am I gonna sell it to?
The Combine's not going to be here forever. You should be thinking about the future, Alyx.
Well, how about I call it the Alyx?
It's a little derivative of the Russells, but yeah, provisionally, sure. The Alyx.
Yeah, the Alyx.
Alright, so what you want to do is you want to wire this up so that you're getting power to the right sections, and you want to get power to the door.
All done?
So it's pretty easy, pretty simple puzzle. Later on they become more complex, but it's mostly just trying to find the joints in which you need to,
Oh,
you know,
a help
to.
station.
Russell, the Combine use these. Are they safe for people?
Yeah, I use them all the time.
Hey, you were right. These are great.
Anytime you see a crate like this, if I can, I don't know if this one I can smash open. Yeah, probably can't. Usually they're smaller. Yeah, they're smaller crates that you can like break open, and they usually have stuff in them. I mean, but you literally want to look and turn every bucket upside down, because there's loot and stuff you can grab almost anywhere. If you've played games for a while, this is nothing. This is not news to you. I guess you gotta grab it with 2 hands. I find that a little annoying. If they should make it so it's just heavy enough to the point where you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna use another hand. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot something. They'll show you this in a second, but you can actually store things. No, maybe not yet, because they haven't shown it. But you can store things in your wrist pockets.
Oh, careful of that barnacle, Alyx.
All right. Let's get that. We gotta get that out of our way. So there's a couple ways you can deal with barnacles. Oh, great. That magazine's gone now. I have to kill that thing in order to get it. Which means I have to probably expend more ammo than it's worth. But there's 2 ways to deal with these things. You can just feed them random trash, take them out of your way, or you can kill them. Although it takes more bullets than it's worth. And that will change, by the way.
3 next left.
And that was mostly for demonstration. I'm gonna try to avoid killing them if I don't need to, because I mean, like I
How'd you know my
said,
dad, anyway?
use waste ammo.
You guys work together at Black Mesa, right?
Yeah, well, no. Tricky place to get a job at, actually. I interviewed at Black Mesa. They said try again in a year. I don't need to tell you what happened after that. Lucky break for me, really. Not a lot of survivors. Honestly, it's a miracle you and your dad got out of there.
Well, this is where it gets irritating. So you gotta kill some of them. Grab that. That's why I killed them. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, another thing. Whenever you see barnacles, save. If you don't, you will regret it. Trust me. This might get me eaten. It didn't. Okay. One little trick here is you can kind of hug to the wall to the left here. I'm gonna see if I can feed this to one of them. There we go. Always try to be holding onto something if you can. Ooh, I didn't see that. They'll just spit out whatever you feed them anyways, so there we go. Squeeze by them. Like I said, why use ammo when you don't have to? And you'll need it. Well, trust me for later. So right now, you only have 40 rounds, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. This is kind of funny here. Take a listen.
Oh, do you need a minute? Because, I mean, I could pause the feed.
Just looking, Russ.
No, I'm not going to be showing you every single location for every item in this game because, well, for one thing, I don't know where all of them are. But I will do my best to find everything I can. So if you're not interested in looting every little thing, then you can, you know, push the tutorial forward. There isn't really a lot of reasons for a tutorial for this game or walkthrough. There's a couple parts we'll get to, maybe towards the more latter parts of the game that would be useful, because I actually looked up how to get through a few of them. This is also a little bit of interesting spot here as well. I think most of you will figure this out, but hold on. Here we go. Alright, so this door is shut, and all we got is a zombie here.
Ugh.
Let's see if I can get him out of the window. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try. He's floating. He's like literally floating. Alright. And you can't get up there the way it is now, but obviously we see this here. When you're thinking in VR, solving problems like you would in real life is really the way to go. So now you can see we can step up into this area, and like I said, you can see there's already glow of an item down at the bottom of this. Nothing on the top one. That one. We know there's got to be something in the very bottom because I just saw a glow down there. There we go. Yep, resin.
That's the control panel. They've probably scrambled the circuit, but considering no one would be dumb enough to open the hatch, it shouldn't be too hard to put back.
Alright, these are like little power deals that you need to get. They're always like nearby the puzzle you need to get them for. So don't be like, oh no, I found one like ways back and I missed it. No, they're always in front of your puzzle, somewhere around the area of the puzzle that you're going to be solving. So and that one's simple as that. You just need to get to the second one without hitting any of the red.
You know, Russell, now that I'm walking into the quarantine zone, it just hit me. I don't know anything about the quarantine zone.
Well, actually, the word quarantine comes from the Italian 40 giorni, which means 40 days, the period that all ships were required to be isolated before crew could go ashore during the Black Death.
Oh, and by the way, the laser does not hurt you.
Cool.
So don't worry about that. So you pull that out and you want to rotate this so the laser goes through it. And then once you have that, you can grab the second one and do the same thing. And light up. There we go. You're good to go.
Haha! There we go, finally.
I'm gonna head in.
We just
How far
opened
is Fairview Junction?
You'll go through the old subway tunnels on your way to the train yard.
Have they started moving Dad yet?
I don't think so, which is good news because we've still got time.
Oh, that's great.
Or bad news because they've already killed him. And you don't need to move a corpse, you just bury it.
Russell, are you seeing this?
Whoa.
All right. Here we go.
So yeah, there's some alien flora from Zen, I believe. You know, I don't know if you guys have played the other games, you know that there's some alien invaders that basically come from a different dimension. Different dimensional portals open in Black Mesa, which open basically the world to these Zen creatures, and then the Combine came in kind of with a promise to like save the citizens from Zen. They kind of took over. Okay, here we go. Here's that wrist pocket thing I'm gonna show you. I'm
Hey,
perfectly
Russell,
fine, so I don't need this.
I just found a loose syringe of God knows what. Is this medicine?
Does it have a skull and crossbones on it?
I don't see one.
Probably medicine then.
So it is medicine. It's a syringe. You'll hit it into your hand and then press like one of the buttons in your controller, but you just hold it in your wrist pocket until that point. Actually, I should probably put it yeah, because actually this one's good for other items. We're not going to run out of those items quite yet, but oh, by the way, these are important. Especially they're good against battling barnacles. They can be good against any enemy really, but barnacles especially.
Do you hear that?
What is that?
Okay, so what we have is a head crab right here.
Oh,
now,
boy.
don't touch him.
Yeah, that's the
You
way
can
we gotta
open
go.
that lock.
No shortcut?
Yeah, that is the shortcut.
So you can open the lock. If I can. But do not shoot him because you'll just waste ammo. That barnacle is gonna eat him.
Oh, man.
There's barnacles on our side. It's not though, obviously, so don't walk under them.
Alright, so now here's what I'm talking about. Just toss this over to the barnacle. No need to shoot it. I want to step back too because it's an explosive and it'll blow up and it'll kill the barnacle. So easy enough.
Oh, just so you know, the Russells have a built-in display that shows your resin, ammo, it might come in handy.
Got it. Thanks.
That's my resin count. There's my health. And if I have a gun handy, it will actually show the ammo in my gun. Again, even though I have 100 rounds now, that will go down considerably in the next few parts of the game here. Or at least that's how it worked out last time. Maybe I'll improve with my shooting. Who knows? Alright, again, we see barnacles, we save. That's what we do. Because you do not want to get... You don't want to see a game over screen. Not game over screen, but reload just because of the barnacle. Although we will still see the loading, we just will go back to the same spot, so... That's the crates I'm talking about. You can break. Those will usually have stuff in them. We can climb this. After a while, I'm just showing you guys you can climb those. I'm just gonna be teleporting up them because it's just easier. Alright, good. That's what I wanted. Oh shit! I gotta go way back. Okay. Otherwise, you get damaged from the explosion. Oh, whoops. That was bad for me. Very bad. At least we got ammo out of it. I want to kill one of these now. And there is one in the chamber. Oops. So I can still blow a magazine in. You don't want to be on the last bullet in a firefight. And you cannot throw them in your bag once they're used, so...
be careful.
This is like real life shooting. Those are just a bunch of used magazines. Takes about 3 headshots to hit it perfectly. One more shot left, I think. Or 2. That was close. Wish I had more weapons at this point. You can see how your ammo starts to go down. And I'm gonna do some upgrading if I have the resin for it. I don't think I do though. You have 12, I can probably do something. Again, there's a health station
I think
nearby.
there's a combine fabricator.
I don't
Put
need
something
it.
in it. I want to see how this thing works.
Got it. Will it work on the Russells?
No, but it should fix up that pistol nicely. Good thing, too, I gave you one of my lesser guns.
Thanks, Russell.
Well, you know, in case it doesn't make it back.
Tell you what, Russell. If I die, I owe you a gun.
You owe me a gun anyway. That wasn't a gift. That's my gun.
He's so adamant about his gun. There is a headcrab zombie out there, but I'm gonna ignore him because they usually don't fuck with you if you don't. They don't notice you. So, oh, this little thing you gotta line up all the lines to the dots. That's it. That's all there is to it. We only have one weapon to upgrade at the moment, so put a reflex sight on it. Because I mean, we're gonna have it for a while. The next thing I really recommend putting on it is a laser sight. Oh, that's right. The laser sight it's actually where we're saving for too, because it really makes, I'm going to get 30 resin to get it. It really makes
that
aiming
really worked, didn't it?
nice.
Huh.
You can see a little dot, so we have a decent sight on it now, and we have multiple head grabs here. Be careful, because sometimes the head crabs will still be alive after you kill the zombie. So always roll your gun ready for that situation. God, there's fucking 2 of them in here. This is exactly why my ammo went down. I remember my ammo being really high and then dropping considerably after this section of the game last time. I didn't remember exactly why, but now I see it. It's like they really wanted you to get they really wanted to teach you combat really quick. Got 4 rounds left. Trying to hit that thing behind them, but is it too late? I don't think so. Here, buddy, play with that. Put that right down here. Be nice to walk past it. Hear that music, that really means there's more combat. That's like the head crab music, but
Nice shooting, Alyx.
Thanks. You know, for all your talk about what a lesser gun this thing isn't that bad.
again, always take a look around to see if there's anything useful. And we see some, this is why we do this, there's some resin over here. You might not want to do what I did. Again, we see barnacles, we save. Because if you try to grab it and you fail the right direction, the barnacles will just grab a hold of it and eat it. And then you have to kill it to get it. And that means expending precious resources. Alright, let's move on. Let me save here too. game does autosave as well, but it's always nice to know exactly when you were saved last. Oh, I couldn't move for a second there, that was weird.
Hit crap! Where'd it go?
If Alyx is a lefty, because she's holding a gun strange.
Yep, there it is. Found it. Probably only one
Yeah,
of
I did
those.
too. Found it with my bullets. I know there's another one around here somewhere.
Okay, two of those.
We can eject the mag now because there's no rounds in the magazine itself. You can even check too. Alright, so this next part. I'm not sure how many parts it's going to be split into. I generally like to play for like an hour or so at most. So when I do these kind of
Heard
tutorials,
anything about
let's
Dad,
plays.
Russell?
No. Radio silence since he got on the train.
And if you'll notice,
Well,
as soon
the
as you
good
let
news is
go of
he's
it,
probably fine.
How do you know
it's
that?
just going to drop back down. I don't think it stays back up at all.
That's the
Oh, okay,
torture
it does
place.
if you put it all the way
So they're
up.
hardly going to torture him before they get there. So he's fine. Logically speaking.
Alright, so we're talking about Eli. Oh, it was close, so I guess I got him in one. I think that door is locked. Oh, I can go through the window. Another one of these, which we don't need because we already have one. And I'm already at full health, so doing pretty good as far as that's concerned. There's a disc on the table. I don't know if we need that or not.
That there is a floppy disk. We used to store information on them, with magnets, if you can believe it. Specifically, 2 micrometers magnetic iron oxide, 3 micrometers barium ferrite, 1.2...
Russell? How do you know all this?
I'm reading it here on my computer. I downloaded the internet before the war.
You downloaded the entire internet.
Most of it.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty. I don't really think there's anything else here. In case you're wondering how I'm crushing the cans, I have the touch controllers, and from the Rift/Quest, it's the A button. You just press that, and that will do that. On the knuckles, you can actually just literally just
Russell,
hold down, like press
are you
down.
seeing this?
Possibly.
Pressure.
Are you seeing floating garbage?
It looks like it's just
Pretty neat.
cardboard.
Much more immersive
Right.
than
Well, seems harmless.
Yeah.
using buttons, of course.
Weird though.
It's a really minor feature, to be honest. This puzzle's pretty simple, but let me see if there's anything I'm gonna miss around here. We got cans, so we gotta crush that. Anytime I see one. Spawns too, let's break them. The solution is like right here. You'll see. by the way, if you're wondering what the hell this is, that's Jordan.
Wait,
That's Gordon
That was
Freeman.
Black Mesa.
Somebody spent a lot of time on this.
There's people that play
looks
Half-Life tell
like
you every single thing.
Pictures of Vortigots.
Yeah, Vortigon's interesting, right? Alright.
What
Yeah.
is that?
Even in a Let's Play, I won't spoil anything until we get there. That's the solution, in case you're wondering. It's on the walls, so pretty easy.
Attention, please. Access is
This is an interesting sequence here.
Anti-citizen scavenging will result in immediate capital prosecution.
Alyx, you alright? What's wrong?
I'm fine, Russell. What's up?
I'm losing your signal. Alyx? Alyx? If you can still hear me, keep heading in the same direction and try to get above ground.
Russell? Russell?
For some reason I can't. There we go. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was awfully strange. It put me in top bottom and then it's moved me back up.
This is weird. Oh,
The Alyx fans.
Hey, look, it's a Vortigon.
You received my messages.
I did?
Come, enter.
Okay, thanks.
You are welcome.
Oops, sorry about that.
So,
Dude.
what's a Vortigaunt doing here?
Cooking.
Right, but I mean, in general.
I have a brain injury.
Oh, I'm sorry
My
to...
brain is injured.
That's terrible,
Ow.
and I hope... Look, I'm actually pretty busy looking for my father.
The
Eli
Eli
Vance.
fans. Yes.
The Combine have him, and I really do need to get moving.
The Combine. Yes. Do not go yet. I must show you something.
Look, I appreciate
This way.
I can't stick around.
It is important.
I know, I'm sure it is.
The Alyx fans must go this way anyway.
Okay.
Oh. The Combine and other of my kin. Like the Eli man, the Alyx fans will free them.
I would help. I really would, but the Alyx Vance is honestly very busy saving her dad.
You will not save him. He is dead,
What?
or he will be.
Is or will be?
It is a matter of perspective. But Alyx Vance alone cannot prevent his fate.
Look, thank you for everything, but I really have to go. And I'm sorry, but I really don't have time for riddles.
No riddles. The Combine drilled here. I am severed from the vortessence. I am alone in my head.
I'm sorry. Look, if I can, if I run across your friends, I will see what I can do.
You have saved my kin.
I haven't.
Then you will. Courage, Alyx Vance.
So that was a Vortigon. There's more, by the way.
I will help the Alyx lands. Look to the northern star
Why?
for guidance.
Okay, thanks. Are you done helping?
I am not. Here. Sustenance.
I'll eat it later. Thanks for the help.
You will be welcome.
What is he doing up there? I look at some at this point, so I don't know. Alrighty, guys. So that was a Vortigaunt. As soon as we get to the next little sentence here, I think I'm gonna call it.
Alyx! Alyx, the signal's back. Can you hear me? Are you okay?
Russell, I'm good. How's Dad?
They've got him on the train. He's on the move. You've got to find Fairview Junction before they get there.
I'm working on it.
I don't know if you guys can see or not, but I have a gas mask on my face. It kind of like, when you put it on, it like, you feel like the whole headset makes sense at that point. Oh yeah, these guys. These are armored.
So anything happened when you cut out?
You're not gonna believe this, but I ran into a Vortigaunt.
Vortigaunt? What was he doing down there?
Hiding. I think he escaped from the combine.
What did he say?
You ever meet a Vortigaunt? He said crazy Vortigaunt.
You gotta shoot these red things underneath them. I had it. Good thing we had one left. Now I need to find one of these little power tubes. To be honest. Oh, really? Is it that easy? So used to the latter parts of the game there. It's, you know, it becomes much harder to find stuff.
Oh, that Vortigaunt I met? He did give me a head crab to eat.
Oh, great! What did it taste like? Tell me how you...
Russell, I didn't eat it.
Right. Of course you didn't.
We
Now
will actually stop the stream after
That's
this
right.
section right here.
Oh, that zombie has a shotgun.
And you can't get it, by the way. Get the shells off of them. But you can't get the shotgun. Yeah, it's just tied up here. Now what we need to do, we need to pull this out. Can you hold this up? Hold on. I can't hold on to it. You're just gonna lower him like a little bit lower into the ground. You're not gonna pull it from there either. Don't even try.
Yeah. Let's get this shotgun.
Okay, right where you can grab it,
Get out of
and
here.
just put the tube back in. Get the tube back in. So you have to be right here. You can hear people. You can hear breaking in, which is not good. That's how you get the shotgun. Now we load it. We're gonna need it. And then get ready because they're gonna burst in. The shotguns are the closer you are, the more effective.
2 shells left. Out of shells.
It'll hold 7 rounds in it, and this is where we're gonna stop. That's the way out, I think. Check everywhere because there's something interesting. Almost everywhere in this game, I don't see any interesting things here, but except for death. I'll end the stream as soon as I'm ready to push forward. Some more stuff over here. Oh, great. So I can't get through there. So we know which way it is now. In other words, it was pretty much just swimming in here because there's no ammo or anything. I just wasted 4 shots for nothing. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Peace out.